Hello everybody, it is me. Now let's see here. Last time I made a video, I spoke about sin and stuff, and I spoke about how I think the things that I was experiencing in life was a reflection of the sin in my life, like the things that, like karma basically, for like the bad choices that I made in my life or whatever. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I'm like, I wonder if I even can do it now. Because just my life is a lot different now. It's like I stay home a lot. I don't do too much, and I have a hard time doing the things that I wanted, that I have done before in my life. My life is flipped upside down, so it's like I don't have the same people around me in my life anymore, you know. Obviously I had another son, so I have a new person in my life, a new child to take care of in my life. There are people who are not in my life anymore, like my stepmom and my stepbrothers and aunties and uncles and stuff like that, and my brother's not in my life. He hasn't been in my life for years actually, so that hasn't changed. My mom, my real mom, I don't allow her in my space as much as I used to, because in all these years she hasn't tried to be nice when she has her delusions and stuff. Like, I've had delusions, I understand that, but it's like I don't think treating people mean is going to do anything, you know. So like, my mom will think, oh, you hate me, and then she'll act like mean towards you and stuff, and then she used to do this with Riley and stuff, and then she'll like shun my kids and stuff, and I'm just so fed up with it. And it's just like I got my own stuff that I don't need to. I can't help her because I've tried to help her all these years with a lot of stuff, with like spiritual things and like giving her lots of love and attention, and none of it worked. So it's like there's nothing I can do for her. But I can't have that in my space because I get really fed up with drama now. Like, it's like, if there's an inkling of drama, I want to like leave right away. I don't want to be in that energy anymore. Like, it's like, even though it sucks sometimes to be alone, I'd rather be alone than be in that drama and all that stuff and that chaos. And like I've totally changed. Like, some of my habits you could call like an old lady type of thing, because it's like I'm just not into a lot of the things that I used to be into, you know, like the party lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. It's like I want to keep as much of my energy as possible, and it's like, and I already certain things already drain my energy enough as it is, that I don't need more stuff draining my energy. These are tough times right now. Like, there's spiritual things going on that a lot of people don't realize. Like, I'm on medication for hallucinating, but I don't think the hallucinations are something fake. I think it comes from something very real, and it's stuff within inside of ourselves that it's coming out on the forefront for us to heal and to see and this and that. But like, at the time, I'm not ready for all of that at once, so I got medication for it. But I don't view it the way that other people view it. They view it as just, you're crazy and stuff, but I don't view it like that. Not at all. So, sorry, I just got quiet there for a second. My neighbors were all loud now. Now it's all quiet, so that's good, I guess. Okay, anyways, so yeah, like, I made videos about some of the stuff that I was experiencing, and when I was first on my medication, I was all slurring and stuff because the medication made my like mouth and like tongue and everything all numb. It was really weird, but my body got used to it and stuff, and they gave me a lesser dose, so it was much better to like handle it or whatever. But anyways, but I feel like there's a lot of spiritual things going on in our world. An awakening, knowledge, knowledge and wisdom are like being shown to the masses, including spiritual things that are gonna freak people out. Like I've talked about this stuff in the past, and it's like, including myself, it even wasn't what I thought it would be. You know, like it's crazy stuff. It's like, and people all over the world are experiencing stuff, like, and I believe that more and more people, eventually everybody, is going to experience these things, and they're not gonna know what to do. So, well, some of them are going to, you know, like the ones that are prepared or whatever, like, or the ones who've already been through firsthand or whatever. But like, there's crazy things, and I said before that I feel like there's a lot of it that's real and a lot of it that's falsified, like fake stuff that, like, from technology that's being used against people. So like, but that's gonna end soon. Like all their stuff, like those that try to think they can just do evil things and get away with it, that's not going to happen, because everything has to balance itself out. It's like, you're gonna get your karma back. If you haven't gotten it yet, it's gonna come like tenfold, man. It's gonna be like horrible. It's not gonna be good. Some people get their karma back right away, instantly, which is probably better. But if you're someone who's done a lot of evil stuff and you haven't gotten your karma back yet, and you don't think it's going to happen, trust me, it's going to happen. I mean, it has to bounce back, because everything is you, so it has to come back to you. Do you understand? Like, you know what I mean? Especially if, like, yeah. And you can't lie to yourself. You know, like, you can't fool yourself. Trust me, I know. I think I've tried to fool myself, and like, many times. So anyways, yeah, and that we're coming out of a dark cycle. I'm gonna call it a dark cycle, and into a more light, loving cycle, like good cycle, and more balanced with the energies, like negative and positive, the polarities, like higher and lower, and male, masculine and feminine energies are all gonna be balanced out. And there is things going on with timelines. I don't necessarily say I know everything about that. I've heard other people talk about stuff, which is interesting, because I've gone through things that have shown me that there's something going on with timelines. There's something going on with our timelines. Like, there are more timelines than the one that we're on, and they're like simultaneously happening, I don't know, like all at once, or clicking back and forth between these different timelines, something like that. There is things going on. People are experiencing now a time slip. I don't know for sure. I think I've gone through time slips myself, what people will call crazy or whatever, but like, whatever. Time slips, people have been going through time slips, like going back in time or into the future, seeing glimpses of stuff. For me, it was, I saw a flower, so to me this would be a little mini time slip. A purple flower that was like in the ground, and then it was like gone, like it was destroyed or whatever, and then it was back grown in the same spot, like as if it would never was gone in the first place. So to me, that could be like, I don't know, like a mini time slip or whatever, and you know, things like that. But some people are having like crazy time slips and stuff, like massive ones, where they're like getting sent back into times of war, and like watching it go on for a little bit, and then being thrown back to their reality, and like, and it's affecting people, right? Because, you know, especially if there's someone who doesn't believe in these kinds of things, you know, it can be really hard on someone, you know, and it can make you feel like you're going crazy. It can make you feel mad, and to everybody else around you who hasn't experienced it, of course you're crazy, right? You know, you're nuts, like you're and it's like, what is there, a new nuts now though? Because it's like, these are new things, like, well, there are things of old, but they're new to us because we haven't known the things of old. You know what I mean? They're just being revealed to us now. So it's like we've always known it, if that makes sense too, like within us, like in our DNA memory, like, but like that just whatever. It's like so I feel like I'm being listened to. Seriously, my neighbors were just all loud stuff like that, and all of a sudden everything is just quiet around me now. But anyways, so there were things that you do not understand. There is much more to this life than we could ever fathom. It's not just what you see with your five senses. There is many more senses on a spiritual level that you couldn't even possibly believe. You are more than what you realize. We are more than what we realize with inside of ourselves. It's like there's also the possibility of creating things in your world, in your own world, in your perspective and everything that you can create with the energy around you, within you, with your emotion, with everything. Because I have seen things and I have scared myself with things that I've said that have come true. And then I've seen things come true with others as well. And it's just like, they don't even realize they're doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like some people don't even realize they're creating. Like, as if their reality is atom by atom creating itself as you speak, and the things that you like believe and the things that you say, not to like a T. Like, it's like, of course it's like not everything, like, because like sometimes we get scared of stuff, we believe things, and it's like, but again, our body knows the truth, right? It knows you're scared, you don't really actually believe it, so it's not gonna like create it. But like there's much more rules to it than it just creating everything, because then it'd be a crazy shit gong show then if everything that you said or everything was created, or like, you know what I mean? Because then it'd be crazy with negative and positive things, right? Like, but like there is much more to this reality than you realize, with what you won't you see with your real eyes, with your real eyes. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything else I really want to say. Like, there's much more to like, you have, okay, have you ever closed your eyes? Okay, I'll tell you something that I've done. I would close my eyes, I'd be sleeping, but I'd be like awake. Like, I know that I woke, you know when you wake up, right, from your sleep. But I would like look around the room and I would see everything clearly. But then I realized that my eyes were still closed. And then I would open up my eyes and I would see things exactly the way they were. I was able to see everything around me in the room without my physical eyes, because there's a spiritual eyes, there's spiritual body. You have a spiritual body too. You're always awake. Your body sleeps, but you're always awake. Like, you're always seeing, you're always hearing, you're always, even when you're asleep, it's like you don't shut down the way that you think that you shut down. Just this part, this physical part, shuts down. But the rest of you picks up on everything. That's why you gotta be careful, like, to like, if you're the type of person that falls asleep to the TV and stuff like that, it's like, yeah. Also, like, having blue lights and stuff like this, and like, I get so frustrated because, like, I told my son's father, like, quit putting, like, can you turn his lights, he didn't listen to me, obviously. Can you turn the blue lights to red lights so it can help him sleep? Because it's like, he shouldn't be sleeping in blue lights. Like, it's like, it's just not good for the energetic field or whatever. But at least he comes here and he sleeps in the dark. So, yeah. At least that happens. Man. I think I wanted to always open up this. Last time I made a video, I wanted to open up this like ministry. But you know, it's like I still want to open up something, but I don't know if I necessarily want to call it a ministry. But I want to open up a spiritual place to talk about these things. But I'm going to include the Bible in it, because the Bible is like, has everything in there more than we could realize, we could ever realize. It's a map of our, at first I didn't say it's a map of our brain. And that's what I started off with, but I think it's a map of the whole entire like body, mind, and spirit, just in story form and symbology and like a lot of other stuff, right? I think I'm gonna read it again, and I think I'll have a different set of eyes with the stuff that I've experienced, because it really opened my eyes to like there's a lot more to life than just Christianity. Like this goes beyond Christianity. Like Christianity is just the more physical stuff aspect. It doesn't really hit the spirit as much as you should be hitting the spirit. So it's like, or reaching the spirit, because it doesn't really tell you to go within as much. It's like everything's just, you know, basically the teacher tells you some morals. Basically when you go to church, you're like, yeah, you should do this, oh yeah, be good, be kind, this and that. They tell the little stories that like relate to those things, but they don't ever hit deeper than that. You know, they don't ever hit the spiritual things, like they're too scared to or something. They're just not allowed to. Just kidding. But like, yeah. So that'd be the type of thing that I would want to do, you know, open up a spiritual thing or a spiritual group and make videos and like talk about stuff and like meet people in person and write things down on a chalkboard and explain what I'm talking about, this and that, and you know, those are the things I want to do. But I don't know if I would be better doing it online like this or in person, because I can be kind of wonky in person. I'd be all nervous and stuff, and I'd be all over the place. I'd be like, oh my god, like, I don't know how to do this. I'm scared. You know, be tripping out. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I just want to make a short video talking about these things. It's like, I should pick a topic and really go deep with it. You know, I should learn how to do that. Like, you know, pick a topic and go deep with it, and like, because all my older videos, like I deleted all my older videos. And I wish I wouldn't have though, cause like I should have just deleted some of the things that I felt like I should have, cause I still wasn't fully like, I was diving into stuff that was like spiritual, right? Like, and not so religious. So I made videos about stuff like that, but then I was in this inner battle though, you know, like during that time. So maybe that's the reason why I deleted it, because it was like I didn't quite know anything. Like it was like I was bouncing around back and forth, and I felt guilt for like going into esoteric knowledge and this and that, and I felt like I was like, oh my god, I'm so bad for doing that and like this and that. So it was like a very big tug and pull with stuff, right? So, and then I wanted to know deeper things, you know, and you ask. All I gotta do is ask, right? Ask and you shall receive, right? It's like, I wanted to know deeper things. I was thirsting for deeper wisdom more than anything. And, wisdom and understanding and discernment and this and that, and these are things that I care about. I don't care about like all the other stuff that this world cares about. I care about knowing these things. I want to know these things. I want to have the wisdom. And not only do I want to know them, but I want to be a teacher. I want to teach them. those are the things that I want to do and I will to do. Like, it's always been that way. Like, ever since I was a small girl, I knew that there was something wrong with the world. I knew that it was wrong. I knew that the way that people were living was just like, that's not the way that you should be living. And I didn't understand why everybody was okay with it. And I never will. Because it's like, it doesn't make sense. Because when you look at everything else around you, nature and everything else, when you step out of these boxes, these squares, when you step out of them, you see the bigger picture and you're like, yeah, why are we living this way? Why are we the only ones that live like this? What? Right? Like, so, and it goes so deep. It's not just like working every single day, and like, it's like the food that we eat, and it's just like, and it's like how the things that we do, like how we are using our energy. I haven't perfected and like any of this stuff, so like as I teach, I learn. Okay, so it's like when I teach stuff like this is just my stepping stones, my walk, my road, to the truth, to enlightenment, to whatever you want to call it. Reaching my higher self and bringing balance back into my body, mind, and soul. Those are my goals. That is what I want, and that should be the want of every single person on this planet. And it is, because people are waking up, and more people keep waking up, and more people keep waking up, and the more people keep waking up, the more people around them keep waking up, because their energy flows around too. There's no stopping it. I mean, once energy flows into that direction, it's going to start flowing to other beings, and it's going to just not stop. Like, you know what I mean? So, it's like, and it's part of a cycle. It's part of the cycles. It has to happen. It has to. I mean, if you're someone that thinks that you can beat it, it's like, that's not, you can't. You can't go outside of the natural laws of the universe. But that's the thing too, like, I really want to help Christians the most, because they're trapped the most. Because it so traps you. It does. It like makes it hard, because you feel divided, because like when you start stepping out into other knowledge, that whole you're bad for doing that, it's evil, that's satanic, that's demons, and like this and that. It's like, yeah, it's that all that shit is in the back of your mind, and it's pulling you back into this bubble, and it's making it hard for you to really do a soul search, or to really like figure out, or to really see yourself within yourself, right? And it doesn't allow you, it puts everything on the outside of you. So demons are on the outside of you, and angels are on the outside of you, and this and that, and then you're not able to look at your own demons that are lurking inside of you. That shit is in you, man. That stuff's inside of you. It's like, you gotta, like, there's a moment where you're gonna have to face it, and it's going to be scary, because it's scary, and sometimes it can come out in manifestations, like it's just in nuts. Manifestations as in hallucinations, like people who you think that are going crazy are experiencing themselves in a way that's manifested on the outside of them, because they're not dealing with it, because they shoved it back so far down, or they've been blinded by it, or other things have been in the way, like religions and this and that, for them not to be able to heal those parts of themselves. So, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm taking medication for this stuff. a small amount of medication for this stuff so that I can deal with this stuff on a slower process. So it's not so rank, like, because it was rank, and it's just like, I can't, it was hard. And if you have to do that, then you have to do that, right? It's like, but don't be going overboard and just totally medicating yourself up, because then you can't do any work that way either. You can't get anything done, because then you're totally numbing yourself and you can't really fix anything. And if you, the moment you get off those pills, that stuff is coming right back. It's not going away until you deal with it. Like, yeah, it's not going away until you deal with it. But yeah, again, those are proof and signs right there. If you're someone who's ever hallucinated, that those are things of the spirit that are coming through. That's really strong, right? And you can have both, good and bad. Like, my hallucinations were scary. I didn't understand, but they weren't all bad. I had some, I don't know, like I was in a psych ward and I said, like, nobody cares, and then I heard a voice, a woman's voice that said, I do. No one was there, but it was very gentle, reassuring, and I could feel that, like, feeling of being loved, you know. And it was amazing. It's like, you call it what you will, like an angel, maybe it was the creator, my higher self, I don't know, but it helped me. So it wasn't all like bad and stuff, you know. So but yeah, and then there's just other things that were like, there's things that I call, the only thing I could call them is mimicking spirits. Things that mimic my loved ones. There was things that were mimicking my loved ones. And mimicking them like they were in danger or something, and like this and that, and it's like, I still don't quite understand that. It could be my fears of them being in danger, or this, or something bad happening to them coming out to the surface that I had to like face, you know. So that's what it could be, right? So I went through a lot of wailing, like a lot of wailing, like on my knees. Like, I'd be rubbing ash all over me, like in the Bible when they rub ash all over me. Like, that's like the kind of like suffering I was going through. Like, please, Most High, please, this is like, I'm suffering. Like, rub the ashes on me, please forgive me of my sins, because oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, you know, like, they talk about the Bible rubbing ashes or soot all over, or whatever, like the ashes all over their bodies, and wearing grubby clothes, and like just being very humbled, brought really down, like low, like, right, like to a point of like, oh my God, my sin has brought me to this, or like, you know, or the choices I made in my life has brought me to this, like, and then and all my fears and all, everything all wrapped up into this, and this is what it created, right? Like, yeah, crazy. But again, like I said, those are spiritual things. You can look at that as a bad thing, or you can look at it as a sort of enlightenment, a sort of spiritual doorway to be able to see these things, heal these things, and then let these things go, you know. So yeah, and it's like, do I fully know how to do all of that? No, I'm just learning as I'm going along, right? It's like, but I do believe that, like, what we call mental illness, I do believe it's a spiritual thing, it's spiritual matters, and that it can be healed by seeking spiritual things and asking for understanding of the spiritual things, discernment, and wisdom to know the difference between what's real, what isn't, what to heal, what needs to be healed and what doesn't need to be, and like what is just trying to teach us something to grow, for more growth as we get older, because with age comes wisdom too, right? Because you experience all these things. Like, it's like experience is a great teacher, right? You experience a bunch of things and you learn a lot of things. Like, well, it's not always peachy. It sucks. It's like some of us gotta go through a lot of things that are kind of crappy experiences. And it's like, man, what? I just went through this. Now I gotta go through this? Like, why? Like, I don't understand it fully. Like, I don't understand why some of us gotta go through thing after thing after thing after thing of these, like, hard experiences. I don't know if it's because we want to learn more lessons so we can become greater teachers. I don't know. But because I know that I've always wanted to be a teacher, to help, like a healer of some sort, whether it be healing minds or hearts or whatever, this and that. Like, I don't know if asking for that is what brought me through all the things I had to. It's like, you can't be a teacher. I can't be a really good teacher healer if you're not healed yourself, or if you don't go through your own dark night of the souls and this and that, right? So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done now. Love you.